All right. I'm being told that our person on the ground, Jessica Taneja, is back with us. Jessica, what fresh inputs do you have for us? Because we've seen the formal part, the plenary, where the leaders make their initial submissions to put across what the different members, the 10 core members of the SCO, feel about this gathering, as to what should be deliberated and what kind of conclusion should emerge from it. 7 minutes each, I believe, was the time allotted. So what have you been hearing? Because we haven't had the content yet in terms of the audio or the text of the speeches of the leaders yet. But just tell us, what do you have there, since you're on the ground?
Unfortunately, Gautam, the screens right behind me are also not giving us the text and audio. We're also waiting for it here. But I'd like to mention what I've picked up on the part of the draft declaration that is being discussed. Interestingly, Gautam, if those details are mentioned in the draft declaration, which I'm about to give out, would be very interesting, because it was going to mention terrorism in all forms, is going to condemn terrorism. That will include, let me be a little cautious there, could include the Pahalgam terror attack, as well as Gaza and other conflicts that are taking place around the world. So the focus really on that draft declaration would be to accommodate all the countries, concerns around terrorism, and make sure that it's explicitly stated that these are the concerns and security challenges that collectively all the member nations would like to address and collaborate and coordinate further on, and also find alternate trade routes when it comes to such geo-economic tensions that, of course, get affected by these conflicts around the world. And if you look at how the trade actually happens, is mostly on the seas. 80% of the trade that the world sees happens on the seas, and the kind of incidents and hampering of the trade routes because of various conflicts certainly gives these member nations more more momentum to talk about how they can come collectively and initiate trade. And also because the connectivity would be much easier because of the geographical proximity. So that in a sense does make a lot of sense, and we'll wait for that draft declaration. If it does mention Pahalgam, I think that would be great for India's efforts and its point or its centrality for the SCO attendance.
And any other chance encounters for Prime Minister Modi, Jessica, that might be making headlines perhaps tomorrow?
Well, we're expecting his bilateral meeting with President Putin for now. In a short while, we'll get to know those details. We had anticipated that he'd be meeting President Putin. You saw those pictures earlier that made quite the headlines. And I'm sure that particular momentum would certainly continue as they both meet and sit down and discuss on certain bilateral issues. They have a special strategic partnership, both India and Russia, and certainly there's lots to discuss, from defense to many other sectors, trade, and of course energy as well.
Certainly, Jessica. Stay with